Hi, it's Nicki and I'm back for another of my top 10 lists. It's a horrible, wet, rainy, miserable day outside here in Adelaide today, so what better day than today to film some videos. So let's start off with a fun category. So today I'm going to talk about my favourite OTPs from a variety of fandoms. So without any further ado, number 1, Cherik from the X-Men, in particular the newer series with their younger selves, so Charles Xavier and Eric Lenscher. What isn't there to love about Cherik? I mean, there's so many moments in those films like First Class, Days of Future Past, you just know they're together. They should be together. My heart breaks. So, number 2, Hanagram. So this is Hannibal and Will Graham from the NBC Hannibal series. Another gorgeous pairing, and I absolutely adored the way the fan response was then reflected in what happened in the series. I mean, Brian Fuller definitely took into account the fans' feelings, and there was sort of a lot of very slight references in the season 1 to the two of them, but they became like more and more obvious as the seasons went on. And I loved it. It's beautiful, and I still hope that we will get season 4, fingers crossed, one day. Number 3, Elijah. Haley and Elijah in the originals. I mean, glancing through my list, this is actually the only male-female pairing in my OTPs. Most of them are male-male. But who doesn't love Elijah? Ever since season 1, you know, the way they were together, and there's so many moments when they're almost going to kiss her, and then nothing happens because Elijah's far too noble. A beautiful pairing. Of course, part of me wants to be Haley myself, just to be with Elijah, but I'll let her have him since they are so perfect together. Number 4, Stokey or Frost Shield, depending on what you like to call it. So Loki and Captain America. A great pairing. I see a lot of fan fiction of this pairing done as a sort of BDSM thing, either one way or the other, like which one's dominant. It does tend to really vary. But I really like the idea of them together. I like the thought that Cap could loosen up a bit with Loki, and Loki could do with a bit of moral guidance now and again. Number 5 is John Locke. Sherlock and John Watson in the BBC Sherlock series with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman. Again, a really lovely pairing. So much great fan fiction out there, from the sublime to the ridiculous. I'd love to see them get together. Mark Gatiss, please, one day can we have a kiss, please, even if it's only as part of a case. Number 6, we're back to the Avengers, and this time Frost Iron, so Loki and Iron Man. Another great pairing because they're both so cocky and flicking out the one-liners that they'd really spar well together, I think, as a couple. Number 7, Ragnar and Athelstan in Vikings, the History Channel's Vikings. Athelstan was always my favourite character in Vikings, and when he went out, I do still watch the show, but it kind of lost something for me when he left, because that relationship with him and Ragnar was really one of the cornerstones of the series, I felt. Number 8, Destiel, Dean and Castiel in Supernatural. I adore Misha Collins, and there've been a few little in-jokes about Destiel before in the show, and I enjoy that play. I mean, it's a show that's been around for a long time, and that relationship between Dean and Castiel is an interesting one, and perhaps one day they'll explore it more sexually. We can all hope. Number 9. This one's more of a literary / theatre one compared to the others, which are, I think, pretty much all film and TV, aren't they? Yes. So, Enjolras and Grantaire in Les Miserables. In the book, this is portrayed as a really romantic friendship. I mean, Grantaire chooses to die with Enjolras, which we don't really see quite so much in the musical. You do a bit in the film. But reading the book, I just adored their relationship. I mean, I would have been in love with Enjolras myself. His nobility of spirit, his revolutionary fire, and not to mention handsome, good looks, blonde hair, and valiant, and well. And Grantaire, you know, I'm not surprised he has a drinking problem. He can't have the man he loves. And finally, number 10. Actually, I lied, because this is another literary one, now that I look at it. Coriolanus and Ophidius from Shakespeare's play Coriolanus. I love all the fantastic moments, the lines about how, you know, Ophidius saying, you know, I loved my wife, but, you know, now that you're here. And you think, well, thanks, Ophidius. And I like it when they play it a little bit that way as well. In I don't know if any of you saw the Tom Hiddleston version that was screened live from the Donmar warehouse. Amazing. Tom Hiddleston's Coriolanus was just revolutionary. But they kind of played that scene in a bit of a romantic way there as well. Not straight out gay, but there was this moment where they sort of embrace and he sort of kisses him, and it's beautiful. And so that's my OTPs anyway. There are plenty others I love, but they're the ones that I always come back to. I love to read the fanfic, look at the drawings online that fans do of them, and yeah, I thought I'd share them with you today. But tell me yours. What OTPs do you guys have? Which fandoms do you love? Which characters would you love to see come together in that romantic moment that they never seem to get? Drop me a comment below and I will be back next time with some more top 10s for you. Bye for now.